Are you tired of having more rings than games starts in 2021? Have you been with more teams than you can count? And are you looking for a place to settle down and play the game of basketball? Well, we have the place for you. Welcome to Basketball Report Retirement Sports Center. Here you will have time to play the game you love without worrying about injuries or sitting on the bench. Here you can still dunk because the rim height is 8 feet and you only play half court.
Hey guys, and welcome to Basketball Report. So from that little quick intro, you can probably guess what today's content and features is going to be about. Today we're going to talk about top 10 players in the NBA you should definitely consider retiring. That should be a main priority on their list right now. So yeah. Without further ado, if you didn't catch the last one, most retired players like to go to the big three, and I think a lot of these players should maybe take a step down, go to the big three, because they're just wasting their time in the NBA at the current moment. So, let's get into it.
Yeah, so, first we have someone who won 3 rings, I don't even know him. Udonis Haslem.
Udonis Haslem. The oldest player in the NBA right now.
Yeah.
Born in 1980.
Yeah, he's 40 years old. Almost 41 years old to be exact.
He has more rings than appearances this year.
Literally.
Which is quite
shocking.
Yeah, so I don't know, there's not much I can say about
I don't know that.
Yeah, Adonis, I mean, he's been a role player for his entire life. The best points he had per game was 12.
Yeah, average.
Average in 2007, and I mean, that's about it. He's not really a good 3-point shooter. He doesn't really shoot any type of threes.
Good in field goal percentage as
There's
well.
nothing really that's good about this guy. So honestly, I mean, I don't know why he's still in the league. I don't know why he still has a roster spot.
That's not even G League stats, bro.
Yeah, I think he should go back to the Vipers. So I mean, Udonis, straight up, I think he should go in retirement. I don't know. How he slipped under the radar.
Go and look at his profile. Look at his face. He looked like I don't know, like he's 70. I don't know.
He's in year 17, and that's more that's more time he's made appearances since 2016. When he made 16 appearances. So no, it's time to go.
No, it's not good. That's not good. Right, next.
Moving on to number 9. A little bit of a legend, especially in the European sense and Grizzlies, if you're a Memphis fan, it's Marcus Sol. But I think his time has come. To be honest with you guys, this season, 4.4 points per game, 4.2 rebounds, and that's about it. 1.3 blocks. I mean, he's not getting a lot of minutes, but he's having one of the worst shooting percentages he's ever had. Literally shooting just 40% from the field. That's his worst for his whole career. As well as 3-point, he's struggling as well. So, well done, Grid and Garden Grizzlies. A legend in his day, but no,
it's his time has come.
Do you think he still has anything to offer for the Lakers or
support? Bench support. That's what I think.
Yeah, maybe when someone dunks,
hype up LeBron or something like that. Okay, so there's nothing more to say actually about this guy. He's a legend.
No disrespect, but he should maybe go to the EuroLeague. Go back to the EuroLeague. I mean, he could still do good there. I know a lot of players go to the EuroLeague, so I mean, he would do good.
The man, the myth, the legend, the guy with 10 teams. He's played with 10 teams. 35 years of age. He's gonna turn 36 this year. Trevor Ariza. That's all I can actually say about the guy. Nice 2K player to start your team with.
He can hit a free. That's always nice for 2K. Trevor Ariza, the ultimate role player. He's really never had a team where he could stick. It was a spell in Houston where he was he had some value. But since leaving Houston, I mean, he's just been traveling around from team to team. Currently with the Thunder.
Seeing the country, come on. You know that.
Yeah.
Scoring.
He's currently with the Thunder and he hasn't even played the season.
I didn't even know he's still there. Anyway.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a Thunder fan. I knew he was on the roster, but to be honest with you, I didn't really know. You know, in the back of your head, you know, you read it somewhere. But to be honest, I mean, at this stage, he has no value. He didn't even play in the playoffs last season with Portland. That's how underappreciated and underwhelming this guy has been. But I mean, he still gives you something from 3-point every now and again. So,
but nothing this season.
Yeah, nothing this season. So I think the big three is a nice spot for him.
Let us sink in. In 2019, he was at 3 teams, and I don't know what that. He wasn't at a team or something.
Yeah, I mean, 2019 he started at the Washington Wizards, went to the Sacramento Kings, and ended up at the Portland Trailblazers.
Didn't even go to playoffs, so.
And he didn't even play one single game.
For the playoffs, so.
It's time.
Yeah, it's time to go.
It's time.
Been a long. Oh.
And now this is also another interesting one. I mean, this is not really a player I want to disrespect, but.
The guy's fucking old.
Yeah, I know. It's Andre Iguodala, Iggy.
Second oldest guy in the league at the moment.
Currently this season 4.3 points per game, 3.5 rebounds.
Legend.
And 2.3 assists. Yeah, he still got 1.1 steals. Only playing 21 minutes, that's more than he did last season. But
he didn't even play last season, was he injured?
Yeah, no, he didn't want to play for Memphis, played a little for Miami.
14.
But let's talk about shooting percentages. 37% field goal, 31 from 3-point. That is one of his worst shooting splits in his whole career.
Yeah, literally,
yeah.
Okay, not 3 points,
not
but
3 point, but field goal percentage. And I mean, he's usually above league average. Pretty, you know, he's decent efficiency. And also free throws, 45. I mean,
jeez.
How do you dip in free throws?
Like, he's freaking. Look at his free throw stats. Like the past few years, 40%, 40%. There is 60, 70. It's like really.
Yeah, I think Joakim Noah and Shaq would give him a run for his money.
Yeah, definitely.
So, I mean, Iggy, finals MVP in 2015, so I know I don't really want to talk too much about hating on this guy. But at this stage, he's just really.
He's there.
Yeah, he's tarnishing his own reputation, and if he ever wanted to make a case for Hall of Fame, which I'm not saying it's going to be, he's destroying it now.
It's almost like Dwayne Wade and Dirk Nowitzki in the All-Star game a few years back. Like, what?
Yeah, like what even?
What even? Okay, let's move on because it's going to get personal.
Yeah.
The guy, the myth, the legend, when you start a team in 2K19.
This guy's always on your roster.
Always on your roster for some reason.
Doesn't matter who you're starting it on 2K, you will end up on your roster. It's Star Gibson.
The legend.
I mean, for a short guy, he gets a lot of rebounds. I mean, I have to give him that. He's not necessarily a long power forward.
This season.
Since the D-Rose era, it's been going downhill. That was when he was, in the best position to solidify himself as a good role player. And that's about it. Since moving on to the Thunder from Chicago, he's been underwhelming. Going to Minnesota, I mean, he was decent-ish, not terrible.
And he went to the Knicks, where legends come to die.
And then he went back to Minnesota, and now he's back with the Knicks. So, I don't know. Yeah, he's played 9 games this season. It's just terrible. Free throws has been 37%.
Just look at his, rebounds. It's like
non-existing.
I don't know what to say actually. This guy is old. I think it's time for him to, maybe after his contract, to go.
I don't even know if he's good enough to play in the Big Three, to be honest. I think Lars Gibson should just maybe do what Kendrick Perkins did and become an analysis and commentator, just talking shit. Like Kendrick Perkins knows nothing about basketball, in my personal opinion. But he could maybe just do the same.
Fire. Okay, so next on the list, I don't actually want to talk about this guy.
Yeah, I don't want to put.
Okay, Jared Dudley next.
Yeah.
Anyway, this guy is
Yeah.
is shit. Okay, next.
It's Jared Dudley. I mean, yeah. Let's
Move on.
Now this one might offend some people.
The Mellow.
It's,
Uri Mellow.
yeah.
Okay, that's not Uri Mellow, but
Yeah, no, Uri Mello is MVP.
MVP. Uri Mellow.
Uri Mello is the best player ever in the history of basketball.
Carmelo, Anthony, almost I said flop, but anyway, I don't know, like from the OKC, it just went downhill. Let's be honest, New York, Knicks, Melo was a different breed, and Denver, 2008, you know. Like looking at his stats, it's actually not that good. No offense.
Yeah, in the last couple of years, it's just been downhill.
Definitely a player for your 2K team when you start, definitely.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, well done to Melo for making a comeback. Everyone thought he already retired and he's out of the league. But then he managed to get a roster spot with the Trailblazers. Personally, I think that was just a stupid move from the Trailblazers. No offense to Carmelo, but you know, he gave them in the first season. He gave them 15 points per game, but on 43% field goal in 32 minutes, but almost 33 minutes per game. That's a full game.
So
he's only giving you 15.
Yeah, average like 13 this season and last season 15. So it's
I mean,
above league average. Let's be honest.
Yeah, I mean this season he's giving the Trailblazers 13, but in 25 minutes. So I mean it's better, but he's giving that 13 on one of the worst shooting splits I've ever seen. 39 from field and 38 from free.
Yeah.
I mean his free throws are still pretty good. I mean 40.
It's free throws.
84, so I mean I'll excuse him on that. But you know when you think about Carmelo Anthony, this is the same going as for Iguodala. If he wants to be in the Hall of Fame, it's time. You know, hang up the boots, retire. You're just destroying your own legacy.
Yeah, just go. No offense against Carmelo.
I don't think he shouldn't have come back.
Like Melo, you know, it's Melo, but it's time.
Once the Chicago Bulls waived him, that was the all-time low, and he should just accepted his fate. Called, I'm retiring. But he came back, and I don't know. A lot of people will say, but well done to him. But personally, I think it's time.
Okay, so
Melo out of the way. Now it gets interesting with DeAndre Jordan.
Okay. I don't know actually what to say about this guy. Lob City, great. Well done to the Lob City era. And, the LA Clippers was,
I mean, at the Clippers, Lob City, great paint defender.
Definitely. Look
absolutely
at that.
Brilliant.
2.5 averaged blocks.
Top 5 defensive player of the year back in the day. But it's not back in the day anymore.
Okay, let's be honest. His field goal percentage is still not.
Yeah, I mean, these guys always have a phenomenal field goal percentage.
But like his average is like 7.4, which is under the league average. Rebounds above league average. Assists obviously under league average. And I don't know.
The thing is for me, obviously playing with KD, Curry and Harden, your points are going to take a dip. But why is his rebounds taking a hit? I mean, last season he played 22 minutes, he had 10 rebounds. This season he's playing 22 minutes, but only 7.2 rebounds. I mean, how is his rebounds being affected? I mean...
I don't know. And let's be honest, free throw, it's always been a downfall.
Yeah.
Actually, it got better.
It got better.
You look at the 2014 stats, he got 39.7. So it's like 3 out of 10, 4 out of 10 free throws. So I think he can go to the big three, if he's still fit shape, I don't know.
I mean, he can still dunk, so he would be an entertaining player to still watch. But the only reason he still has a roster is just because he's friends with Kyrie and KD.
Well, that's about that.
So, I mean, let's just talk about the next quickly. Keeping the Andre Jordan above Jared Allen, big mistake on their part, to be honest.
Definitely, Jared Allen was a big asset.
And he's like, 10 years younger than the Andre Jordan and gives better stats. So, taking the L on that one, unfortunately. And now talking about L's, let's move on to Paul Millsap. This guy.
Okay, this guy is, how old is he? 31? No? No, 36.
36, I think.
He's 36. This guy is, I don't know why, he's so old,
I don't know why Denver decided to keep him on the roster and not give Jeremy Grant just that extra little bit of money.
Yeah, Jeremy Grant is definitely better than him.
Oh, obviously. I mean, Michael Porter Jr. as well. But the Nuggets is still giving him 24 minutes per game. For what? I mean, look, his stats aren't bad at all. I mean, field goal percentage is 52. He's shooting 41 from 3. But the thing is, that's a small sample size. That's on low attempts. He only averages 10 points per game. So he's not getting a lot of the ball. And if he got more of the ball, it wouldn't increase because he's too old to play a lot of minutes. I think he's helped the Nuggets out. And I think he's been a good role player for them.
Yeah.
But since last season, it just hasn't been happening. I mean, last season he shot basically 44% from 3. But the thing is, that's on small sample sizes. That's on 2 to 3 attempts per game. So it's not helping the team significantly or in any way contributing. If that was on 7, 8 attempts per game,
no, that's...
I mean, by all means.
Yeah, definitely.
But at this stage, I mean, let's also talk about his contract. He still has a massive contract. And the Denver Nuggets are paying a guy and playing a guy to only give them 10 points per game. I mean, I think they should invest their money in a different younger player. I mean, they got Michael Porter Jr. I mean, trade him, get assets, open up your cap space. And looking at the Nuggets this season, it's clear that he's not having an impact on the game
anymore.
Anymore.
Yeah, it's...
Now, last
Superman.
one. Yeah. No, not the real Superman.
No, sorry, stupid. That just check that calls him something, but doesn't matter.
It's Dwight Howard.
Dwight Howard, I don't know what to say. This guy has been with every team in the league almost, and yeah.
I can't remember his rhyme that he made when did he make that little rhyme? I think when he joined Washington. He made a nice little rhyme about all the teams he's been at and
all that shit. 7. Well, he was a first overall pick in 2004.
I mean, okay, let's talk about Dwight. 2004 to 2011. I'm not saying anything disrespectful about the guy. Definitely. One of the best players in the league.
Definitely.
Absolutely fantastic. But from 2011
look at this defense in that time.
I mean, I think he's a 4-time defensive player of the year and he deserved all of them.
3.9 blocks average through a season. That's insane. This guy is a beast back in the day. But not anymore.
No, not anymore. Now, since joining Kobe, Steve Nash, and Paul Gasol in 2012, it's been downhill. He had an okay stint in Houston where it looked like, Dwight could maybe still be something, but after the Houston trade, since joining all the bunch of teams, it's just been terrible.
Yeah, no, definitely.
I mean, kudos to him for losing a lot of weight and taking care of his body, not being injured enough. But I mean, last season, also joining the Lakers.
He won a ring, that's all he won.
Yeah, he ring chased, and to be honest with you, he didn't really do anything.
He played 2 games. He started 2 games.
Yeah, he started 2 games. I mean, that's
2 games.
Yeah, that's thinking about a team that has JaVale McGee on center. So you want to tell me JaVale McGee JaVale fucking McGee started 67 games ahead of Dwight Howard, who's possibly, arguably, a lot of people's, no, he's a first ballot Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
JaVale McGee started ahead of him. So
That's a big L.
yeah,
big,
this time, this
It's time.
season he's on Philly. He's doing nothing. I mean, he's still getting nice rebounds. 7.7 in only 16 minutes.
He played 4 games.
Yeah.
4 games.
He started 4. I mean, he's played 31. I mean, he's a backup to Joel, but Joel is playing a lot of games, so he's not really a good backup.
Yeah.
He can't shoot. He can't spread the floor. He's terrible at free throws. He doesn't even know where to stand.
No, like what even?
And defensively, he's not bringing it anymore. Not this season. This season he's only on 0.4 steals and 0.8 blocks.
Zach Levine has better blocks than him.
Yeah.
Like literally, the guy is like 2.8. Yeah, 0.8. It's like whatever.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't know.
6 foot.
6'6". No.
Yeah, no, Dwight's like
6'8".
6'9",
6'9".
6'10", I don't know.
Yeah.
He's close to 7 feet. Anyway, I mean,
Yeah.
we work in meters, we don't do feet. But anyway, I mean, he's like 16, whatever. Yeah, so I think Dwight was the last person.
Yeah.
I mean, we could still add a few guys on the list, but some players still have time to redeem themselves. We're not saying these guys should hang up the boots now, but definitely after the contracts.
Yeah, it's time to go.
Don't go into free agency again. If your contract expires, go into retirement. If you get traded and your contract expires, maybe do a buyout. If you get waived, just call it.
Yeah, just go.
Yeah, just.
But yeah, guys, thanks for listening. Thanks for all the people that are watching our YouTube video and listening to our Spotify. Go and follow our Twitter.
Yeah, also go and follow Spotify if you
Yeah.
want some good, consistent, fun NBA content.
Yeah. Leave comments. Let us know who you guys also think needs to go and leave the league. Let us know.
Yeah, and then like Lumpy said, leave a comment, and if you feel otherwise, I mean, tell us why. Don't just say, yeah, but you're stupid, Dwight Howard's still a great player. I mean, give me the stats, give me the reason, tell me why, so.
Okay. But yeah, thanks for listening, and we'll check you, next time.
Check you on the flip.